Okay, well, welcome to the exclusive. I'm your host, Sharon Tharp. We are live, I guess, for a patron live. Can the chat just tell me if you guys, can the chat just tell me if you guys can see and hear me properly? Because my internet was acting up a bit. Chat, just tell me, can you hear me? Okay, cool. Well, welcome to the exclusive. Thank you, patrons, for joining. Brendon's running like 3 minutes behind, so he's gonna hop on here in a minute. But before he does, I just wanted to say, thank you for the support. I know it's been a rough 24 hours for all of us. Seeing Rachel go out has been tough. And, I've been doing this for 15, 20 years. I'd never seen a fandom so upset at the um at the same thing, at the twist. And I think yesterday, for some reason, the trolls got to me. I think people have been usually very nice to me, but I don't know if yeah, I'm not really sure why I was blamed for some things. uh I don't have say over a television network. I think my patrons know this, but I know there's some new people here. As a journalist, I report in real time what sources are telling me, but this is a show that's airing live. Like, they can change their mind at any time. And I think this elimination, not eviction, threw them for a loop, which they should have prepared for. But I think that's why it affected feeds, and I don't know if that's why people were upset with me. But at the end of the day, like, I report what I know. It's either that or I don't report anything, which I can do, but I've been doing this for so long. I really love it. And so, yeah, I just thank you for everyone who supported me. And yeah, that's it. Appreciate you spending your hard-earned money to be here. I might open this up later, but to be honest, it was just a day and I didn't, I think I find it funny that the people that were spewing negativity toward me yesterday for no reason at all are the ones that are like, why can't we watch this? Yeah, that's not how the world works. And someone needs to cue Taylor Swift's "This is why we can't have nice things." So, I'm doing much better today. A lot of people checked in on me, which was very nice. I'm fine. Life will go on. I just, I didn't understand what people were going crazy yesterday. Um, Brendon's gonna hop on, like I said, in a minute. But if anyone has questions now for me specifically, drop them in the chat. I will answer them before Brendon hops on here, and then we'll go through everything with Brendon. Let's see here. And thank you for joining. Like, there's been a bunch of you who have been here since the beginning, and that means a lot to me. I know some of you came on for Brendon. That's fine. Like, I get it. We all do that. I hope you do stick around because this is a community that I, am excited about building in a positive way. I'm not a negative person in my real life. I don't hold grudges. I don't, usually take things personally. But we all have our breaking points, and yesterday was a bit of one. But yeah, I'm excited to build this out. But yeah, does anyone have questions or anything they want me to ask Brendon? I do have a list of questions for him, but which probably cover a lot of the topics that you guys care about, but I do want to ask now. Yeah, they were shooting the messenger for sure. Um, and I think I tweeted out this morning the timeline of my tweets. You can go back and look, but obviously when I'm tweeting about the feeds, that was before Rachel was eliminated. And they decided to push back the feeds. Let's see. She 100,000% gone. I'm thinking yes, but we'll talk to Brendon to see what he thinks. I think it's too late in the game for a battle back. I can't see them doing it, unfortunately. Um, this is the consequences of their own actions. I'm sorry, but like, you're gonna risk your biggest like, it's wild to me. Um, Worst twist ever. It's gotta be up there. I mean, I'm really bad at remembering all the bad twists because I'm sure there were a lot, but it's not a good one. When did I find out the news? I found out. Oh, Mr. Rachel Riley is here. Okay, let me add him. Hi,
Hey,
Brendon.
how's it going?
Good. How are you? First of all, thank you for doing this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I wanted to come on here because you were getting a lot of flack unnecessarily. So I think out of everybody, I wanted to talk to you because like I hate when for no reason people are getting mad at you because obviously we are mad and a lot of people are upset. But
Yeah.
but I don't. I
Yeah.
think we need to at least be upset with the correct people. You know.
Thank you, Brendon. No, and
Yeah.
and for people that don't know, Brendon called me earlier today, which was really nice because I'm sure he's going through the motions as well.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I just I've never seen the fandom so up in arms and in agreement about the same thing. I guess first of all, Rachel's not dead, guys. She's gonna thrive. She's gonna be
Yeah.
fine. But it's still devastating. How are you
Yeah.
holding up? Do your kids understand? Have you explained to them anything or no?
Yeah, I mean, the truth is, I don't honestly think my kids have been emotionally invested in anything outside of mom just being gone. So it's like for
That's
them,
fair.
it's like mom's not winning the $750,000. They're like, oh, okay. Well, when's she coming home? It's like I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's really all they think about. So I think for them, it's just another thing. It's just another game. They don't care less about the money. I mean, the truth is, I think I'd say we could care less about the money. Of course, we all would love the money, but I
Of
mean,
course.
obviously for us, it is having her here, having her around, her missing out on things. Like I know she was having trouble when she left. So Rachel left on July 1st, and Adora went to camp for the first time on July 2nd. So like Rachel had a real hard time with that, and then like Adora starts fourth grade, for the first time, which is just another thing, but it's a thing. So when you're a parent, you like all those little things because they grow up real fast, so it's hard when you
Yeah.
miss out, you
I
know?
know. I could tell in the DR this week, Rachel, when she was shouting you guys out, which was the only not annoying shout out, but I guess we're
Yeah,
biased. But
yeah,
she got emotional. You could tell when she was talking about you
yeah.
guys.
One, it's like I am on the other end getting emotional. I mean, the truth is like I knew she at some point may say I didn't even occur to me she'd say the anniversary on that eviction.
Oh,
So like it caught me off guard, and I think for me it's like yeah, it's like the little choked up moment. It's like yeah, it is hard because even if we're not doing something big for our anniversary, which when you've been married for 13 years, that tends to happen a lot more frequently.
that's
But
fair.
we still are with each other, and I think we have not been apart too many times on our anniversary. So it is kind of hard.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Obviously share only what you want to share, but like,
sure.
and you tweeted something out, but how
Yeah,
how
yeah.
how did you find out, and how are you feeling in the moment when you found out?
Well, like I said, production gave me a call. They called me a little earlier, which was nice. Obviously, they didn't want me to tell anybody, so I wasn't going to say anything. But they just kind of gave me the heads up that she was. And at the time, it didn't even occur to me the difference between eliminated or evicted. I don't even know what they said. But the truth was, as soon as for me, we're pretty intuitive Big Brother players. So like when I see production calling, I know it's either calling for an HOH letter, which I'd already wrote. I wrote one on Thursday night for her, another one in case she won HOH. And then
Hmm.
so as soon as they called, I knew something was up, right? And then I knew this White Locust twist. I did not really know what it was going to be. So I don't know. Like somebody had explained to me, they thought it might have been the one from Big Brother Canada, and I didn't really even know about that one as much. So like where you do the pass the poison sort of thing, which I think would have been a little bit better. And then hearing again like bits and pieces. So like for me, I was I think I said all this already, so a lot of people may have just be repeating myself, but
No.
I was at Chuck E. Cheese with my son because my daughter was at another thing with a friend, so I was letting her stay there for a couple hours. So I took him to do something so he doesn't get left out. So we do Chuck E. Cheese, and we're like shooting. I don't even know aliens.
Playing games.
Yeah, playing games. And then I see it and I was like, I'm trying to talk to, like, shoot, I'm reloading because I've got to, at Chuck E. Cheese, you got to reload every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then trying to talk and like, oh yeah, no, I'm at Chuck, wait, what? So it's like, and it's like, damn, like I knew it. And my first thing was not being upset about her being out because we always knew there was a chance of her going out. We knew that, obviously it was going to be hard for her to win the game. That was acceptable. But I think it was, how is she doing? That was my first question. Just how's she doing? Because I just want to know. I mean, I want her to be okay because that's my number one. It's like, is Rachel okay? Is she doing okay? Because I don't want the scariest thing for me to think about is her thinking that we're disappointing her because
Exactly.
that's what I know is going through her brain. It's like, I let my family down. It's like, no, you didn't. You did not let your family down. You worked your ass off. You killed it in there.
So impressive.
Yeah. And then for it to go out down this way, I think was very hard. It was just a hard pill to swallow because it was like, I can't believe that my wife did not get nominated, did not touch the block, did not have a single vote against her, and then went out with like some dumb competition where it's like, and as far as I can put together, I think what I've read on because Chat BCC has been pretty helpful for me to kind of like piece together what everyone's kind of figuring out. And it sounds like Ava started, then it was either between picking her or Vince, and Rachel was like, because she first of all asked for volunteers. How stupid!
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
come on, like who's doing that, right? It's like I'm so tired of this. We're playing Big Brother. You don't ask for volunteers. You pick people that you want to be safe. You pick your alliance, and you save those people that you want out to the end, whatever the game is, right? It's not brain surgery here, so brain science, rocket surgery. So it sounds like it was Ava, and then she picks Vince, which I don't understand that. To me, either Ava really was afraid of Rachel this whole time and like didn't trust her, wanted her out of the game. I mean, if that's the case, then own it. Say that's what it was. I don't know that that's what it was. So she picks Vince, and then Vince again picks Lauren, which another red flag for a girl, Morgan, who is ready to almost throw her game away for a guy.
wild.
And then he tells her, well, as long as you pick Morgan, and then I believe Morgan picked Rachel. Now, I don't know if Rachel was wanting to go, because initially she was volunteering because I think it conferred safety, but you still had to like battle it out in a certain amount of time. And I think Rachel was probably getting scared that they're going to pick her no matter what. And she probably wanted to go sooner rather than later, and, probably gambled maybe in the end. She volunteered or they picked her. I don't know. But, she goes and doesn't complete whatever the puzzle is in time. And then she's out. So, and then out of those people, from what I understand, were the ones that could contend for HOH. So not everybody was really competing for HOH. So
Yep.
now as a result, I see that it's, as far as I know, it's Ashley, Will, and Morgan on the block. Is that correct? I think that's what I read online.
Yep.
Which is crazy.
Morgan. Mm-hmm.
Is it Morgan? Is it Will, Ashley, and Morgan? I keep forgetting.
Yeah, Morgan's been crying all the last day about it.
So I'm assuming that she's on the block.
Yeah.
So, which, yeah. What did you? Oh, sorry. You thought you could trust Vince, or I mean, and then Ava. It's like, to me, Ava just. I guess what was most disappointing is also to read online that like Ava was immediately talking shit about Rachel, which to me was very shitty, because it's like Rachel never talked shit about Ava. The worst she ever did was like not push back on Keanu suggesting Ava to go up. Like she wasn't suggesting Ava. She wasn't pushing for Ava. She just wanted to keep Ashley safe. She knows that Ava wasn't going to go out, wasn't going to get voted. It's like Ava or Will, they're on the block. They're staying. Nobody's voting them out. So like, I understand if that was her reasoning for being upset, whatever. But to me, Ava was just saying some shitty stuff about Rachel after the fact, which is like, dude, she's out of the game now. Like, it's like, if you had a problem with her, say it to her face. Like I'm so tired of these Big Brother players now that want to be tough. Like when somebody leaves, or tough in the DR, but not saying anything in the game, or, so it's like, maybe this is a new versus old school Big Brother. I don't know.
I saw Danielle Reyes say that on her live today. She was like, Ava, she said, listen, Ava, she's like, you better keep that same energy when you talk to Rachel in real life, because you can't be, so.
Yeah. Well, and that's what, well, also, and then the other part of it is like, I never have realized, I mean, I always knew that the live feeders seem more than the casual viewers. And we've always known that. We always seen that sometimes there are the golden edits, right? You get the Jeff Schroeder edit, the whoever's going to be Riley edit this season. Nobody had any clue, right? And then same with Ava. Like she's witty, funny in there, but then she kind of like talks trash and it's kind of shitty person in the game. But casual viewers don't get that, right? So then Rachel and Ashley get the mean girl edit, because they're being mean and talking to Keanu, and they're yelling at him, and he's not doing anything. It's like, yeah, have you seen Keanu this entire game? Like, he's like, do you know why they're upset with Keanu? It's like he's literally gone back and forth like every single week, and Rachel has like been loyal to him, but up to the point where she knew and was told, even when she was told that he was like backstabbing her, she still was trying to work with him. So it's like, so yeah, they're pissed, and he talks down to her. I mean, that's just his nature. He probably does not realize he's doing that.
Yeah,
I don't think
exactly.
Keanu's a bad guy. I don't think he's intentional. I do think there are people that intentionally talk like that. I think Keanu that's how he is, and he probably doesn't realize he's doing it. But I think Rachel just got tired of it. Ashley got tired of it. I mean, it's not surprising, But I'm glad she pushed back. I'm glad Rachel is standing her ground. I'm married to a very strong woman. I'm happy for that. I'm not afraid to say it, you know. I mean, sure, when Rachel's yelling at me like that, yeah, I'm a little scared. But, you know, I mean, that's who I married and I'm proud of her. So like I'm glad she went in there and she played with her heart, she played with her soul. Like she did not stop. You know, when people get scared, they stop. They back down. They like she never did. And she played with like full throttle. She knew what she wanted. She either was going to go pre-jury or she was going to win. She did not want to be first in jury. She did not want to be third in jury. She did not, you know. So if she went out on a vote, she went out on a HOH, a veto, like any of that would have been fine. I think just having to accept the way she went is very difficult for me. I think difficult for a lot of fans because I feel like we got robbed. You
There
saw,
was
you
no
know,
vote.
there was no vote, and then you take away the live feeds. It's like, so we don't know what's going on. We get this white locust. Oh, and sure, maybe it's great. You know, the competition's cool. I mean, whatever it is, but is it worth like keeping the fans in the dark for so long only to like all of a sudden drop this bomb on them that like, you know, one of the central players of your entire season is now gone. We can't really tell you why. You can't see, you don't know. You can only guess as to what people are saying in the house because you're going to be kept in the dark until the, you know, edited show on Tuesday, which I don't know how they're going to show her. And that's the other thing. I mean, I'm really hoping I don't see this edit where they try to make Rachel look like, oh, she's the one that went, you know, it's because of her that she lost the puzzle or she didn't put together something or she was the one that volunteered for us, so she deserved to go. I mean, I don't know how they're going to do it. I mean, to me, I feel like Big Brother tries to cover the butt a lot, so I think they try to salvage their decision. So I would not be surprised if they do that, but it sucks as a viewer. I'm really hoping they don't do that for the casuals just to appease them, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
at this point, we need to be celebrating this woman's legacy and the amount that she's done for this show. And
yeah,
I agree. Like, again, I was getting hate about like, oh, the feeds and stuff, but the feeds, and this is me speculating, that
yeah.
once they realized that Rachel went, which was probably their worst case scenario, and they should never have risked it anyway, they pushed back the feeds because they were like probably
What are we gonna
scrambling a
do?
little bit.
Yeah, I
That
mean
would
that
that
is
would be
quite
my guess.
possible. That is quite possible. I mean, and the thing is, I mean, from a just a gamer perspective, I don't know why they would have ever thought like putting a competition like this, you know, first of all, this late in the game, like a week one competition in week 10, like that's insane, right? When you have 17 people, you need to get down to
Right.
16, you have that competition, you have a week one. So it's like, so if you figure it out real fast, nobody, you know, no love loss, you know, these people are gone quick. You feel bad, but they're gone quick. But then you do it this way, like now, it's like, I guess for, you know, I said on what I, you know, in my letter, whatever you want to call it, what my response today, I thought at Final Nine, they were going to play Big Brother, like normal Big
Yeah.
Brother. We weren't going to have Blockbuster. We weren't going to have some crazy, stupid twist. You know, every once in a while they'll have a golden power of something or a thing, but maybe like one thing, not an entire competition where not everyone's playing. You know, it limits the pool of people that can win HOH. It's like I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking.
Everyone has been having two chances to save themselves. This,
Yeah,
you have zero chances
yeah.
to save
And then
yourself.
also like a lot of people have pointed out online, it's like when you get to the end of Big Brother and you're professing the reason that you deserve to win, one of the things is you got to roll out your resume. You got to tell them, describe what you did, why you did it, how you did it, you know, and legitimize your win. And that is a part of Big Brother. And if you can't defend yourself, then that's a reason not to win Big Brother. Well, Rachel, you know, knocking out Rachel Riley would have been a massive credit to
That's a
anyone's
great point.
resume. So it's like now you've also taken that away from them. So what is you know, oh, I got out Keanu. Oh, cool. You know, I mean, the guy was liable to get himself out somehow. And I got out Kelly. Oh, the girl that nominated herself 100 times. I mean, you know, it's just, I don't know. And like I said, and then Ava to me, again, talks tough. She sleeps 18 hours a day, barely plays the game, you know. So she's a floater. I mean, well, she wins at HOH. The HOH she won was really a result of Rachel taking out targets that would not have allowed her to win. So, you know, by her concentrating on the other house, she protected the group that she was working with. So that was a big reason Ava won. I mean, I don't know. I just it's mind boggling, you know, because
Yeah.
did she really think Rachel was going to come for her? Did she think Rachel was going to target her? Did she think she was going to put her up? I
Well,
mean,
that's the thing, Brendan. None of these people have ever seen Rachel play, and they don't realize she's very loyal to her
yeah,
allies. And you have people, and don't send hate to Mickey, but like, Mickey's out there saying, well, Rachel's still manipulative like she's always been. It's like, girl, you never watched her. So like, really, how do
Yeah,
you
I
know
know.
that?
I know. Well,
So that stuff's
She's
frustrating.
wearing T-Core's hat, talking about Rachel being manipulative in season 12. So
Yikes. I know the answer to this, I think. But
yeah.
I'm sure people are wondering, did production give you any inclination that there would be a battle back, or there was any way Rachel was back in the game? Yeah,
No.
I
I
didn't think
mean,
so.
no. So as far as I know, I mean, I know as much as I'll be honest with you, if they did that, I mean, it might salvage what they did to themselves, but I don't know that it's going to. I think that they were willing to gamble just to quickly get rid of people because
Yeah.
they squeezed in, the end game into like shorter amount of time because they know their ratings drag, and so they probably try to get as much out pre-jury because there's more people. The ratings are always higher. It does not matter what season it is. It's always just a fact. So I think that they were trying to squeeze more out of less, and so now they ended up with so many people at the end. They're like, we got to get rid of people. Let's do it. Here's a quick way, yeah, but you're gambling, and so you're gambling, and now as a result, you got two of the three very likable players. I mean, there's a lot of people that want Morgan to win. I mean, I don't know, maybe there's a lot of people that picked her in the draft. I don't know if she's still likable, but you got Ashley, Will, two of the most likable people on the cast, and next to Morgan too. And so now you still got Keanu, Kelly, and Lauren off the block, and like that to me is like one of the worst things that could have happened in this game, because you got Lauren, who, God bless her, she's winning HOHs. I give her power of that, but does not run her HOH. So what is the point of that? And then Kelly,
she's so indecisive.
Indecisive is like, putting it mildly. I mean,
Right.
the girl, like Rachel's BB Burn commercial was hilarious.
Yeah.
She takes 10 minutes to say anything. So,
I always tell people, land the plane. We need to. What are you saying?
Dude. And then she's whispering. So like live feeders they drive her crazy. I mean, yeah, she drives them crazy just because nobody can hear what she's saying half the time. So, I mean, all around, I just think it was a very poorly executed whatever they were trying to do. I don't know, because even some people have speculated like, oh, because now there's also like conspiracy that, oh, Rachel's coming back, like she's definitely. Even apparently someone was texting me that like Dan is now in the conspiracy theory group.
Really?
That like, yeah, I was like, I mean, I give it to Dan for trying to push it, because I mean, I would love for that to happen. I just don't know that that's the reality. I think that she's out of the game. I mean, I don't see them having let it go this far without giving some sort of like, oh, maybe, Julie popping up to like throw out a random hint that maybe there's a thing, or maybe somebody could survive, or maybe there's an antidote for the point, something stupid. That we're just like, oh, okay. Well, she's probably okay. I mean, I don't think that's happening. So yeah, as of right now, I think she's gone.
It's just frustrating. We now have to wait till Tuesday too to see what
Yeah.
happens. I haven't heard about exit interviews. Even if I get one with Rachel, it's going to be filtered through CBS. It's an email interview. It's not as exciting or anything like that, but we'll see.
Well, and that's also, I think, the part that stings a lot too, is because this girl played her heart out. She played hard. She deserves that fanfare at the end. She deserves people to come. She deserves people to come out and like clap for her, and like, I mean,
so she doesn't even get a Julie interview. Do we think that's wild?
She's not.
Insane.
I mean, she comes out of the house and it's what, like 4 a.m. I don't even know. Whenever time that thing was over. So she does not know, so I mean, if she does, it's not going to, because I don't think they've ever brought somebody back to the studio to do a Julie interview. So I think once they go to the jury house, you're in the jury house till the finale.
That's a good point. I mean, goodbye messages, no goodbye message. Like, she doesn't get any traditional.
No.
Wow.
So it's like it feels like you just removed somebody from the game. I mean, it feels like I'm getting like what is it? I'm blanking on her name. Who's the one that threw the? I keep forgetting her. Through the Shima. I'm getting like Shima vibes. Like she's just like removed from the game. It's like goes in the diary room, never comes out. So it's like I don't know. So that's a hard. It feels very unfulfilling. It feels like I don't know. And I mean, I'm honest to God, I the stuff I've been reading online has made it a lot easier. Not made
I was
it
gonna
easy,
say,
she's
like getting a ton of support.
She is. And I mean, there's so many people that are like, I'm crying. Like they're like, people are reading my stuff and saying they're crying, and just like waking up, just like tell me it's not real. It's like, because
Yeah.
it's just, it doesn't feel real because it doesn't feel like she left in a normal traditional Big Brother way. I mean, I want to see somebody who fights, like fight to the death, fight to the end. Like she, pleads her case. They still think she's a good player. They want her out. That's fine. She gets voted out. Boom. I mean,
And
that's
it's
at
not
least a
like
lot.
she was playing lazy. She was in
No.
there trying to make big moves. She was studying every day. She's working out. She was hustling.
Yeah.
And it's just like such an inflated or deflating moment where it was like, okay, wah, now she's gone. Like I'm hoping the casual fans are like they have whiplash too, and they're like, what the hell is going on here?
I mean, I'm
But we'll see.
hoping. The problem is like it's like I listen to, I read this stuff on Chat BCC and I see all the stuff that people are saying against the casuals. Like, oh, the Facebook
Right.
or the Instagram, like it's like two different sides of the same coin. And that's why I said that's what gets a little frustrating, because I understand we're not here to drag people. I'm not trying to like, and all of us in Big Brother, I am just as guilty. Do not say the best things. Every once in a while we are. So I mean, to highlight everybody's deficiency in the game would not be fun to watch, and nobody wants to do that. But at the same time, don't portray people as being one way when they are also like completely the opposite in the game, because that drives me insane. Like, so
Yeah.
Ava wants to talk shit, show Ava on the show talking shit. Like, just please, like, don't give it to the fans. Like, she's just a sweet, fun girl who's likes everybody, and is just quirky. Like, show her talking shit. Show Kelly talking shit about my family. I mean, I think they may have. I can't remember, but either way,
And that could have been shown better when it was like the hug situation. I don't think that enough was shown context wise there because
Yeah,
Kelly
when
was
that's
talking a
like,
lot of
oh,
shit.
Rachel's mean, Rachel's a bully. Like that's what I have problems with. Like, you portray Rachel as like being this mean girl. Like, no, Rachel just was tired of all the shit that Kelly's been talking and like all this stuff. Like,
Rachel's just real, and
yes,
I've known Rachel for 10 years. She's always been so supportive. She will hop on any podcast with me, be texting me the
yeah,
nicest things. She's not fake. So like
no,
if you don't if you're mean to her, like she's not going to like you. That's just the end
yeah,
of the day.
yeah.
But she's so loyal, and it just kills me because I know how competitive she is too and how much she loves the game, and I hope she's in the jury not freaking out right now, but I know she probably is. So that's it.
Oh
I'm just
yeah. Well,
like,
I
ugh.
mean, I mean, having gone out of Big Brother twice, I do have a lot of
Yeah.
experience in that. I will say, like, the first 24 hours is always the hardest. Really, the hardest part of Big Brother is like the night of. So, like, it was for her, it was going to be that night that she got out. When she go to sleep, you can't sleep. Like, all you're doing is thinking about what I should have done different, and she's going to blame
Yeah.
herself. She's going to think, if I just said this, Dave, if I just done this, Dave, if I didn't do this, Dave, if I just, and Ava's in there saying that Rachel grabbed her or something. Like, she's making a big deal about this. I'm like, come on, like, that's what I said. Like, don't mince your words. Like, if you wanted Rachel out and say you want, don't blame Rachel for touching you as to the reason that you didn't like keep her safe. Like, it's so stupid.
Also, I'm pretty sure she's referring to a moment, I'm guessing, this is not confirmed,
Yeah.
where they're all scrambling to figure out who goes first. So if she's
Mm-hmm.
touching her, I'm sure it's in a moment of like, we got to
Yeah.
figure this
Yeah.
out.
Ava. Yeah. Yeah. It's
I
like,
do want to
no,
put this up too.
sure.
The fact that Rachel was cooking slop for people, making their beds, cleaning
Yeah.
that's damn true. Uh,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Well, and first of all, if nobody knows, like, Big Brother, like, half those people are slobs. I mean, it
that's why I
really
would
does
never
not.
play, Brendan, because they're
Yeah.
disgusting.
Oh my God. I mean, my season 12, like, I was like the last person to leave on season 12 who was cleaning. And after I left, like, they got ants. There was like, I think there may have been roaches. Like, it's like gross, So it's just, it like turns into a frat house,
Yeah.
So it's pretty gross.
You know what? You mentioned Dan, and I'm seeing Paul, Danielle, Andy, all these alum who are also up in arms, and they love the game just as much. But that has to
Yeah.
feel pretty good. Did you hear from a lot of people today or
I
yesterday?
mean, more like on the app, like on the
Yeah, the
Chat BCC
apps, of
app. I do
course.
have seen a lot of people like just kind of like echoing my sentiment and kind of what I feel. So it's like I mean, obviously I'm biased. I love my wife. I want her to win.
We
I
all
want,
are.
I'm going to be upset no matter what happens if she's not winning. True. But at the same time, like I said, I would have, because I have even seen people online. They're like, look, if this twist had like gotten out Kelly, nobody'd be complaining. I'm like, well, yeah, that's kind of true. I mean,
No, no,
not
no.
gonna lie.
Both things could be true. I think
I
a part
know,
of
I
us would
know.
have been like, "This is bullshit. This is kind of
Yeah,
not
yeah,
Big
yeah,
Brother." But
yeah.
for sure, we're more upset because it's Rachel.
Absolutely,
We're not
100%,
gonna lie about
100%.
that. But
No, I mean, yeah, because I mean, you tell me that Kelly's gone, I'm not complaining. I mean, I don't like Kelly, so yeah. But at the same time, like you said, I think having this at final 9 to me was like just a little bit like, what game are we playing now? I mean, you're
yeah,
having I think Blockbuster. Okay, like Blockbuster probably has hung around a little bit longer than it should have with that many people in the
It's
game,
wild. It's still going. I'm like, huh?
and then you're still keeping it. I mean, so that to me is like at Final Nine just insane. I don't understand it.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I hit
Okay, I was
something.
gonna say, hey, am I myself? I'm doing a solo
Oh,
podcast.
no, no. Well, Brendan, had you planned on going to LA for the finale, or
I
I
mean,
know you
I've I've
work.
I've been I've been planning on going to the finale, because I wanted Rachel to see our kids as soon as she
Oh,
could,
yeah.
So like I didn't care if she made if she made jury, she made the final two. I mean, we were gonna go no matter what, because I want her to be able to see the kids as soon as possible, because that for me is like the biggest thing for her. So yeah, we'll probably go down a little early. My our kids will probably stay with the parents, and I'll probably go to the finale. Probably
Well,
stay in
good.
the hotel tonight with her, and then we'll go see them in the morning, because I don't think they allow kids at the finale. So
I don't know. I feel like they'd make an except. Well, they should make an exception for Rachel at this point.
yeah, I mean they should, but the truth is, I don't. They may be a lot of work for me too.
Yeah. Okay, that's
I
fair.
may be
There's gonna
ready
be a
for a
lot going
break.
on.
I may be ready
uh,
for a break, and just like I mean, there's gonna be a lot of anxiety on my part. Like I said, it's hard. The hard part comes when you go to the finale and all these people have been talking mass shit about the person you love, and then trying to pretend like you don't want to rip their faces off, because like I
yep.
said, you give me a Kelly or an Ava, I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to pretend. I'm like Rachel. I mean, I can do the diplomacy. I can be I can be a nice person, professional, but at the same time, like I don't want to be fake, and like
Yeah.
I don't want her to be friends with these people that were really shitty to her. And maybe again, because the people are like, oh, trying to defend Ava online. Maybe Ava's not that bad. Maybe she will, say apologize for the stuff she said. I don't know. But again, in the moment, like hearing it immediately after her leaving, being so like, I don't know, just kind of so shitty. It was just hard to hear, because like you got them out. It's like kick people while they're down. That's what it kind of felt like.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this cast, well, one, I don't think they're all going to be super close after, but two, I
Yeah,
do think all along there was like an underlying, I don't know if it was jealousy or
yeah,
resentment that Rachel was in there. And this happens when people
sure.
return,
Yeah.
but because we love Rachel for her boisterous,
Yeah,
boisterousness
yeah, yeah, exactly.
she's so good at making good TV. I do think there like people with like Kelly, I just feel like there was a little jealousy or something there. My opinion, at least.
No, I think you're 100% right, and it could be the same with Ava. I mean, I mean, obviously Ava, like I see that she's all over Instagram and TikTok and doing videos and doing that, outside of the game. So she's a performer. She wants attention. No, no, not surprising. So is she probably jealous of Rachel potentially being, someone that's getting stealing attention from her on the show, and possibly too. I don't know. I mean, sadly, this is why a lot of time girl alliances don't work on Big Brother. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Rachel would have been the person to have a female alliance, but you had a Kelly and potentially somebody like an Ava. I mean, that just is never going to work, because she had a lot of vitriol towards Mickey. Like, don't get me wrong, Mickey was kind of crazy in the game and making some like just outlandish claims and like going back and forth and like lying, and but at the same time, like she was talking about Mickey the same way she was talking about Rachel, like with that same sort of like vitriol and hatred. And like, where is this coming from? So
God.
I don't
And
know.
and apparently some of them don't understand that they're being watched 24/7.
Yeah, yeah.
Wild.
Kelly, yeah, discovers that she's being those live feeds, and she starts walking around the backyard giving compliments to people. Like, so weird. Like all you have to do is not be a horrible human being. And don't get me wrong, like I said, we on Big Brother all talk shit. We all get mad. Like when you're nominated, you're pissed at somebody or whatever. But like, there's a thing about like being pissed about being nominated versus like going personal and like trying
Yep.
to hit below the belt, and like, and that's what I feel like that they've really been doing a great job is hitting below the belt this season with stupid stuff like that. And I get it. Rachel was a big target. She never was going to take her target off back. She had to shrink it as much as possible, and she's done a good job. And she's had alliances. Now, how devoted they were, I don't know, but at the same
I mean,
time,
60 days, nothing. She got no nominations. Like this was a lot of people wrote this. They were like,
yeah,
Rachel won the show, but this was actually her most impressive game. Would you
yeah.
agree with that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because like I said, I've known that Rachel is a good game player. she's always taken a lot of shit because she's a big player, right? She's over the top, and she is a performer.
She doesn't
She puts on
hide.
she doesn't hide. She puts on a good show. Like she
Yep.
knows how to be a great character on a reality TV show because she's there to play. She's unabashedly unashamed of who she is, and she will play with her whole heart and put it all out there on the table. And a lot of people don't like that. They'd rather you be reserved. They'd rather you be quiet. They'd rather you be timid. They'd rather you be a nice shy girl who's like cozying up to a Riley and looking all sweet and cute and riding some of his coattails and then pop up at the end and win, but that's not who Rachel is. I mean, she's her own person. She's never going to apologize for who she is. And I hope she never does.
Me
You
too.
know?
I wonder how she's gonna feel, if she's gonna want to watch this back or just be like, I need a break from Big Brother
I mean,
after
the truth
this.
is we never even fully watched 12 or 13 all the way through. So it's
Really?
like,
That's like your love
yeah,
story, Brendan.
yeah. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. We've gone through and watched like little bits and clips. I mean, after you get out, you watch enough clips that you can watch
Right.
almost the whole show, and you see a lot of good stuff. I think immediately after we never watched because one, I don't want to dislike the people that I already like, So it's like there is that fear because sometimes we do know we all get mad at each other when we're going out or doing, but at the same time, like for a while, it's very hard to watch because you start getting this like PTSD that we get from Big Brother. It's like we played, we were under intense pressure, especially 12. So like when we go back to watch 12, like it starts bubbling up, now
Yeah.
not as much, but like for a long time afterwards, rewatching Big Brother is triggering. So like we don't tend to go back and watch it. I mean, 13 obviously a little easier, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I could hear
That's
that
fair.
music, and all of a sudden I start getting that adrenaline starts pumping, and the anxiety starts going, and it's like it's back, So I think it'll be a while before she probably wants to go back and watch, and also she needs to decompress.
I was
If
gonna
she's
say.
she's off the show, then this is it. Then I mean, the one thing I've said is probably the only good thing to come of this is if she's in jury by herself, even if it's like for a week or even a few days, like it's very nice. I would be honest with you. I was first in jury on season 13. Was it 13? Yeah,
Yeah.
13.
I think
Yeah,
so.
it was 13. Being by yourself, it's like you just came out of the house. One, I haven't been able to like listen to music the entire summer.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to sing in the shower. Somebody's around you 24/7. If you're not playing Big Brother, then you're getting played. So it's like you got to be there all the 24/7. So it's like coming out of that, going to the jury house is very, very nice for decompression. So like if she gets that time to be by herself, now does she need 3 weeks of it? Probably not, but at least being there by herself, I know for her will be okay. It's good. She's running stuff through her head, but it's gonna be her winding down because
Yeah.
and then when she gets out, it's overload, So it's like I always tell people it's like hot steel getting thrown in a cold ice bath because I haven't watched the show. I only know what I know. So it's like you come out, you think that Ava's your best friend, you think that Kelly's just a quirky girl, and then your husband starts telling you all this stuff that they've been saying. You're just like, wait, what? So it's like it's a shock, I mean, I haven't really told anybody this, but we even have a death in the family that Rachel does not
Oh,
know
I'm
about.
sorry.
Yeah, I mean, he was an older person, but he was Adora's godfather, and
Oh,
he passed,
horrible.
and it happened like it happened not well. I guess it happened about a few weeks into Big Brother, so he had gotten sick, and he was a couple weeks in, and I thought he was going to be okay, but even when it was looking, I was like, do I tell Rachel this? I don't know because it's very hard because the only thing I ever thought about was Frankie Grande. I remember in season 16 that
Yeah.
his grandfather passed and they told him, and I was like, well, I mean, could work to her advantage. Maybe people feel bad for her. I don't know, but at the same time, like I don't want her having to deal with this by
Distracted.
herself, and it's like
Yeah.
distracted and like so yeah, so even like when she's out of the house, I got to tell her that, and it's like that is one thing that's gonna be real hard because we were very close. Um, yeah, he was Adora's godfather. I mean, we've known him for like I don't know 12, 13 years, and he was a huge
Wow.
Big Brother fan. That's why we
Oh,
initially became close. So he even before Rachel told him that she was going on, and he was giving her all this advice how to play the game, and we of course kind of laughed, chuckled to ourselves that
love that.
yeah, but it's like she's gonna have to face that, and that's like I had to tell somebody one time that their father died, and that was one of the hardest things I ever had to do, and Rachel was there with me, um, so it's like I have to do this again, and I really don't want to do it, but
I'm sorry,
that's
Brennan. Thank you for
yeah,
sharing that. You totally didn't
yeah,
have to, but
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, this is
This is
reality.
reality.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
Eh,
like a lot of people don't realize, like it's hard to say, like, Rachel. I don't ever want to say like Rachel deserves it more than anyone else, because I always thought, like, when you're a big brother, everyone feels like that. Like, I deserve it more, or I gave up more to be here. A lot of us give up a lot of stuff. I do think when you have kids, it's a completely different story. And like, for when
young
we had
kids
our
too.
first daughter, yeah, just like anyone that anyone that leaves their children to go on a show for like 3 months, like, you don't know what it's like, because I think that's got to be the hardest thing to think about. It's like, my kids out there, I hope they're okay. I mean, granted, I think with me here, I think Rachel can make it through it. I think she knows they're safe. She knows, like, I'm not gonna let anything happen to her
And
kid. But
you know Big Brother, so I feel like that helps a little bit
yeah,
because you
yeah,
know what she's going through.
exactly. Yeah. And when she comes off, the same thing, like, there is something that, having a significant other who's been on Big Brother really does
Yep.
help a lot, because we know, and I know what it's like. I know what it's going to feel like. I know all the stages of, exiting Big Brother. It's like the yeah, the anger, the acceptance. I don't know, was
Stages
it
of
7
grief.
stages of grief?
Yes.
So it's like, that's kind of what you go through, and it's not easy. So, but I mean, having people there, and like I said, we started a watch party in Birmingham, like
Yeah,
a
how's
1 month
that been
ago.
going?
Well, we started with like 15 people. I think last time we had probably like 60 people. So it's
Wow.
like, it's grown every week, and like, there is a lot of love for Rachel. I mean, even before this whole thing happened, like, there's a lot of love and support for her, and that to me was just important. I just want her to come out and know, it's not just me. You are loved. It's because I think for her, you got to remember, like, coming out of season 12, like, we were vilified. It's like,
Oh, I
nobody will know.
remember.
And we are one day going to sit down and write a nice book about that, because I don't think anyone knows half the stories that we have about that entire experience. But it was the hardest thing we went through. We survived, but I think the hardest part for me was watching her listen to all these people that had an opinion about her online, and she
Mm.
soaked it up. And that's, I always say, is, I don't know if it's like me coming from a dysfunctional family, that I just felt like, oh, like, say, talk some shit. My grandmother said worse to me. It's like, to me, a lot of it just did not bother me. I don't care. But she was like soaking a lot of it up, and that was hard for
Yeah.
me to watch, because I couldn't do anything. Like, it was hard to watch. So it's like, there was always that fear, and I think she always has had that fear of being that Rachel Riley. And I think coming into this
Ah.
game, I told her I did not want her to worry about that. I did not want her to think, um, worry about how people were going to perceive her. I just wanted her to be herself, like, fight hard, not taking shit from anyone. Because I told her, when you went on Traders, like, I watched Kate Chastain, who her only reason for being funny was ripping on Rachel, and Rachel never really fought back. And I think the part of it is, she doesn't want to be viewed as a bitch. She doesn't
Mm.
want to have that persona, which often gets tagged for girls that are strong, or girls that are pushing, or girls that are fighting. It's like, you can't just be a strong woman, you're a bitch. And it's like, that is a
Don't
stereotype,
I
and
know
that's,
it?
yeah. So I think she was very worried about that. And so, like, we had a conversation. I just said, look, I don't want you to, I want you to be you. Like, don't worry about what they say. Don't worry about, how you're going to be judged. Like, be you, because that's why people fell in love with her.
Yeah, it's true. And if people remember, going into 13, she wasn't very well liked, and she pretty
Yeah.
much turned the audience around, and then
Yeah.
went on to win the show. And so it is interesting. I would love for you guys to write something one day, because I think the trajectory of
Yeah.
everything is interesting. But yeah, everyone send her love. I know you said you've been clipping some stuff for her
I
when she
have.
gets
So
out.
even like, when we started this, like, literally first started, I was taking screenshots of anything and everything. I mean, at this point, I think the internet's going to be littered for a while with Rachel
Yeah,
stuff. So
she'll see it.
I probably won't have to do too much clipping anymore. But I mean, I have received so many notes. I mean, today, like, I was walking my dog right before I had to run and make the kids chicken nuggets. Yes, I know. Apologies one more time. They got nuggets.
Oh, my nieces
But
eat nuggets. That's fine.
yeah, I know. Kids would die if we didn't have chicken nuggets.
Honestly.
Yeah, so I got an email from a student who is at UAB, apparently. So I'm a professor at UAB. Don't know who this is, and like, wrote me this, like, one page, whole email, basically telling that like Rachel was one of the first people they saw in Big Brother, and it's a girl, and she was just saying how proud she was to watch Rachel and I like develop, but also grow, and kind of like Rachel's her inspiration, So trying to get it
I
choked up.
love that.
Yeah.
And
So
it's
it's like,
interesting because someone where you're working, had
yeah,
you known that they like felt that way
yeah.
before?
Well,
Yeah,
they're like,
that's
yeah, they literally said in the email, it's like, I've been a silent fan.
yeah,
I know
silent.
you're here. Like but like, given how Rachel, it's like Rachel went out, I just wanted to speak up and wanted to let you know this, because it bothered them, obviously. But just kind of reiterate what an
Wow.
inspiration she is. And like, I think that really is, what it's about. So,
Yeah. Brendan, I don't even know who to
yeah.
root for anymore. Who do we root for?
Yeah. Um, I mean, I said that in
Will?
my open
Ashley?
letter here. I mean, I said Will and Ashley, I mean, are my obvious two favorites. I would love to see win. I just I don't see them going far without Rachel in the game anymore. And then I say
Especially
Keanu, but
after
I
this
think
week.
Keanu literally he has to comp out, which in Big Brother is very tough. Not too many people. It's not a Jeremy. How was Jeremy's last name? Survivor. Who he was one of my I always
Love
remember in
Jeremy.
Survivor who comped out. Like he won his way to the end. I think Survivor a little easier to comp your way out. I think Big Brother is very tough. I think you got a real big challenge.
There's so
So
many crapshoots and stuff. It's not
yeah,
just, I mean, they're definitely more physical toward the end, but they always throw in stuff. And that's why Rachel's been studying because they do a lot
yeah,
of these like
yeah,
memory stuff. But yeah, I know you mentioned Survivor. I think we should push for this, guys. I feel like we
yeah.
should get Rachel on Survivor.
Well, I mean,
I'd love to
honestly,
see
that was
it.
one of the things that she wanted to do, and she has wanted to do. And like, if there's any been more of a reason to put her on Survivor, I think it's now. I think she's owed something by CBS for the love of God after this debacle. So like I said, I think she'd do great
Agreed.
on Survivor. I think she'd be a great addition to their cast. Yeah, and then of course I am going to be pushing heavily, and we'll be lobbying like
America's favorite.
for America's favorite player. So I mean, at the end, in the beginning, I would have said, yeah, there's a definitely. I mean, Keanu could be a favorite because he's a casual favorite. People don't, but at the same time, I'm like, after this, like Rachel deserves America's favorite player because with this, if you took her out of this season, like you don't have a Keanu, like nobody's rooting for Keanu. Like he's just a guy who's,
He doesn't have a
you know,
foil to bounce
yeah,
off of.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, I just and like she was the only thing that was pushing this game. I mean, these people would have been standing around like, volunteering to go up for a nomination or like, drawing straws. So it's like, what kind of Big Brother are we watching anymore? So it's like, I get they're not the same type of people, but at the same time, either are we casting the wrong people or is it just a complete different generation who is afraid or timid or
Hmm,
unwilling to take chances or risk? I don't understand. I don't know.
that's a good point. I've
Well,
been
because
thinking.
everyone says like Gen Z. Is it Gen Z? I don't know. Is it really a Gen Z thing, or is it are we just casting? Are we casting the wrong people? I don't know.
To be honest,
So
I think it's a mix of everything. It's hard to
yeah,
say. Um,
yeah.
but Brendan, I'm taking up so much of your time.
Oh, you're fine.
If anyone has last minute questions that I didn't ask, you can drop
Yes,
them in the
please.
chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry.
Um,
I know I've just been
no,
rambling, but maybe this
this
is a
has
little
been
bit of an
perfect.
outlet.
You're answering
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
people want to know, and I think
yeah.
the one thing I do also want to briefly touch on is Rachel's
Hmm.
legacy,
Sure.
and obviously this is going to be a little asterisk in her legacy of like, wow, this was a shitty thing. But I also think because this is one of her most impressive games socially, that it's not going to tarnish it in any negative way on her end. And
Yeah,
so, would
yeah.
you agree with that?
I
When
do.
it,
I mean, I don't even like whatever happens on Tuesday. Like Big Brother to me could try to spin it however they want. Like oh, it's I just again like I said, I would be a little upset if they're gonna make it out to be like, oh, she did it to
yeah,
herself, or she show a clip of Rachel angering Ava, and then show a clip of Ava not picking Rachel, and be like, well, that's obviously why she didn't pick her. I mean, I don't know. Whatever
oh, you're
they're gonna
right because they
show.
already set that up. Mm,
Yeah, yeah. So that
interesting.
to me is like I don't know if they're just gonna try to get their
Yeah,
yeah. So would Rachel
hopefully
lead
not.
jury? Is what Matcha Latte
Yes,
is asking?
yeah.
No, absolutely not. I mean, the thing is you got to understand about Rachel. Like, is pissed off as she would be, she respects the game too much to like do something like that, because
I
I think
agree.
Big Brother is something that she does respect. Like that's why I
She's
think
a
that's why
rule
she was so
follower.
upset. Yeah, she is, and she we even talked about, made the joke about like getting a phone into pre-jury so that she could talk to the kids longer, into sequester. And
Sequester,
yeah, because I mean, there's been a lot of people that have taken phones
I'm
into
sure.
sequester. I mean, if it's like Dr. Will trying to cheat, but for her it was like she just wanted to talk to kids like as long as humanly possible before she was in. But I was like, yeah, I was like, we,
I love that.
neither one of us
Yeah.
we're not like that, and we just like, you don't want to, like, we would never want to tarnish her reputation, right? We wouldn't even want to risk it.
Of
So
course.
would I allow Rachel to run the Amazing Race with Jimmy? Well, it depends. Is it this season coming up? Because I cannot do a month with the kids by myself
Yeah,
again
we
like
got to take
this
a break.
quickly. Yeah, yeah. Dad needs a break. Would I allow that? Yeah. I mean, I look. I am a supporter of my wife. Like she is made for television, so she's gonna do something. I'm gonna support her 100%. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to call on the parents for that one though.
Yeah.
So.
What was the last thing did production like? I mean, they're so used to this. Were they like, sorry, this sucks? Or were they just like, yeah, this is
Yeah,
what
I
it
mean,
is?
no, I mean the only, like I said, the consolation prize is said I can send some flowers for our anniversary, So
Okay.
it's like, okay, well, it's, I guess,
Something, I
something.
guess.
Wah, wah,
Can you
it's
write a
like,
letter or no?
yeah, I think I can write a note, but I'm sure it's going to be a carefully,
Yeah.
it's got to be
They'll
a
be
carefully worded
filtered.
note that does not have any like just spells. Don't trust Ava in the yeah, but
Like give
no,
a
it's
Taylor Swift Easter eggs with
yeah,
the
exactly, yeah,
uh all right, well, I feel like oh well, I agree with
yeah.
this. There's 90% chance Rachel gets a call from traders. I think, traders, if they do an all-star season, I feel like Rachel's got to be on the list.
I
I'd
mean,
love to see that.
if to me, if they did not call Rachel after her performance on this season, it's a loss for them. I mean, you see that she can play a game. Like she's great television, but she knows how to play. Just for the love of God, make her a trader, because
Yes,
it's
let's
such a
switch it up.
huge advantage in that game. It's like night and day.
Real quick, Sanan,
Yeah.
were the flowers sent to you before she left? Yeah, they were, right?
Uh, they,
I don't
they
know.
were, and
Yeah.
yeah, they were. She pre-planned it. Well, I did find out a little caveat. Um, I think she set it up with my mother-in-law. So
Oh, so
yeah,
okay. See, she's thinking ahead. That's
she
really
did.
sweet.
Yeah. Well, because yeah, I talked to my mother-in-law this morning, and just like, or yesterday, and she was just like, I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, what did you get something? Or oh, what did you get? Oh, she kept asking me very leading questions, like, okay,
Oh,
so you sent them on. She's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. So I finally got it out of her. Yeah. So Rachel set it up with her mom ahead of time to send them to me.
damn. And
So
she didn't even have that much time to prepare, so that was
no,
impressive.
no. And honestly, I mean, we legitimately, because you got to think about it. She got asked like a little outside of a month for the show. We went on the Big Brother cruise like immediately
Right.
after talking to them. So we're gone for like a total of a week, and then came back, and she had like 2 weeks, and that was to get all our clothes together, get all our life together, and then get out. And then I also had to ship her a whole bunch of dresses. So
Yeah, Alyssa was
you
telling
know,
me about all the Amazon
yeah.
stuff,
It
figuring
was
out
crazy.
the
Yeah, it was nuts. So it was like a whirlwind, and I was like, just don't, like, Rach, like, don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about, like, because I know her, and she was trying to do her best not to leave me with like a disaster of a house,
of
like a whole bunch of
course.
stuff I got to do. And it's like, look, just figure it out. Like, get your stuff together, because I have time to clean up. It's cleaning the house, at least my worries. So it was not that big of a deal. So I
Oh,
mean,
I love that.
don't get me wrong, taking care of two kids is exhausting.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Especially as a single parent, at the
Yeah.
time. Last question here. I think it's a little too soon to say this, but
Yeah.
God forbid if they ever do an all winter season, do you think Rachel would be soured on that? Or I
I
feel like she
mean, I
wouldn't,
think she'd
but
have a very hard, if it was like a 3 week thing, she
yeah,
might change her mind.
yeah,
But I think after this season with this nonsense, it's like, I don't know what all-star season of Big Brother are we playing? Are we playing season 7? Are we playing 21? Are we playing like 30? What kind of show is this going to
right.
be? Is it going to be another crapshoot where we're not getting to vote people out? We're playing reindeer games. I mean, I don't know,
Those
so it's like,
contracts would be interesting. That's
oh
for sure.
yeah, oh yeah. No, after this, yeah, people would be like specifying, like, you cannot do this after jury. You can't do this, and
Right.
Because I mean, usually we do trust them to some extent, and they're not going to like slant the season with some crazy thing like that just ends up throwing away somebody's game as a result of So, but we got a new one to add to the list of like the the 5 worst players the 5 players who've been screwed over the most in Big Brother.
I mean, Eth Animal is probably
Yeah,
Peridium and
I
Eth
know.
Animal are probably
Yeah,
already making their videos.
exactly. I know.
But Brendon, thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, of course.
Really nice
Yeah,
of you. Thank you for checking on me.
absolutely.
Keep in touch.
I
Hopefully
will.
we'll see Rachel. They got to cut to the jury or something. We need to see her, and I want to see her
Yeah.
reaction to things. But
Yeah, and I also don't. I mean, the other part of it, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to see them like abuse her. I don't want her to get brought into the game to be a Pandora's box. It's just like another
oh
fucking ratings draw, but not let her play, right? Because that to me,
yeah,
but that would piss me off. Like you screwed her, and then you still want to use her. So I'm really hoping they're not going to try to do that. I mean, if she had gotten voted out and like legitimately
that's
voted
different.
out, and then you brought her to Pandora's box, and she like got to stir shit up like she did in season 12, 100% I'm for it. But given the way it went down, like don't like do her dirty and then try to bring her back in to like clean up your mess, right? Because that's what I would feel like it would be.
It's
So
the ratings drop. Oh, we need Rachel back.
yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna kind of enjoy if the ratings start tanking because she left. Because I mean, I have seen a lot of people canceling their subscriptions to Paramount Plus, which usually I feel like it's all talk, but I feel like this time there's actually a lot of people.
I've seen screenshots, Brendon.
Yeah, and I mean, I think there's a lot of people that are just turned off of Big Brother because of for a lot of us, you started watching Big Brother for a reason. You enjoyed like the social aspects, you enjoyed the game, you enjoyed the competitions, and now it's started to turn into like a completely different game where it's going to be all like carnival games. I mean, Kelly and Keanu can win. They don't have any social game, no strategy. They'll make it all the way through the game. I mean, that's just what we're faced with. And then you have somebody like Rachel who's played a flawless social game and goes out on a single competition. So it's like, I don't know. I know. So yeah.
Well, go take care of your kids and have a nice Saturday night. Thank you again.
Absolutely.
Thank you everyone for joining. And yeah, we'll talk soon, Brendon.
And I hope I see you on Chat BCC at some time because you're owed some apologies from some mean fans.
I canceled my account, Brendon.
Did you? Oh,
yeah, I deleted it. Maybe I'll come back.
Right.
We'll see.
All right. Well, I'm gonna demand some apologies anyway. So
thank you.
I'm gonna make sure to get on your Twitter, your Instagram. So
appreciate you.
Of course.
All right.
All right, Sharon. All right, you too. Bye.